How to beat the band to supersize your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today is beat the band. Beat the band is an idiom that came from Britain. It was in the late 1800s. It was popular in Britain, and it was one of those things that was imported to the Americas and into English. Of course, it's in English in Britain as well, but it came to America, and beat the band became a very popular idiom, still popular today, because it, number one, can mean three different things, and number two, because when we're not during COVID and lockdown, there's still parades and commotion and a lot of rigmarole that bands participate in. Bands play at sports, bands play at events, bands play, there's big music festivals and events usually with bands playing and music being played. And there's big festivals normally when it's not a COVID year. There's usually music festivals and things. So beating the band is something that still goes on today. There's battles of the bands. There's all kinds of band related competitions, which kind of leads into the meaning of beat the band. And how can we use beating the band to grow and build our business? How can we use the ideas and the concepts behind and the meaning behind it to make our business special, to make it stand out, to make the world a better place? Well, there's several schools of thought as to where it came from and why it became so popular. Beat the band, bands are noisy, they are exciting, they cause a big commotion. That's why they're part of so many events and parades. They're to get people hopped up and excited and enthusiastic about whatever it is that they're participating in. So in order to beat the band, you have to be louder, brighter, create more commotion, or be more exciting than a band would be in order to say you're beating the band. Bands tend to be very fast or very much. So to beat the band can mean you do something very quickly or you do very much of it. So how would that apply to our businesses? Well, it might mean that we're the first one to market, right? We find a market and meet its needs faster than anybody else. Or we inundate that market with so much variety and so many solutions that nobody else can get into the market. We dominate the market. We're the category king, and we provide all the products and solutions and services that people in our specific market could ever possibly imagine wanting. So either we can beat the competition, or in this case, or the band, by being very quick to market, very agile, very fast, or thirdly, by outdoing all others in any way, shape, or form. We can beat the band by performing in ways that other people aren't, by serving underserved or unserved markets, by being innovative and creative and inventing new markets and solutions, or new solutions to old problems, by just being super creative and meeting people's needs better than anyone else, or meeting their needs at all. There's still, in this day and age of massive marketing and things, totally underserved and unserved markets of people that need solutions, that need your solutions, that need my solutions. So beat the band, it can mean just getting more attention, being louder and brighter than other people. It can mean being faster. It can mean being better, more innovative. So that's where each of the different meanings or possible origins came from as well. I don't know but when we were kids, whenever there was a parade in town, there'd be bands, usually a few bands playing, but we would, as kids, a group of us would pick our favorite band, and then we would run ahead and then wait for the band to get there. And then when the band got there, we'd run through the crowd, find another spot, wait there, wait for the band to get there. And we would do that. We'd leapfrog the band all the way to the end of the parade. Why? Because it was fun, and back then you could do fun things like that. And usually right next to the band, there was a wagon with teenagers or kids throwing candy. So we would run, maybe more to get candy than to beat the band, but it was really fun to go to parades then because of that. It was good, clean fun, and we'd end up with a lot of candy. It was more like Halloween and trick-or-treating than it was a parade sometimes. But so the leapfrogging, or to beat the band, literally to run ahead, be very fast, and beat the band, is another possible origins of the idiom. And then the third possible origin is, it means an outdoing all others in a competition or in a race or in any kind of an endeavor or action that is, I guess, surprising to people. So for example, my nephew's wife's family is from farmers in Wisconsin, and they have 6 kids. One of her siblings has 6 kids, and of the 6 kids, by the time they were 8 and 9 years old, the older kids could actually drive the giant farm equipment, which is, I say, to beat the band, because that's amazing. I mean, I couldn't even use the riding lawnmower till I was 10 because my legs weren't long enough to reach the pedals. But these kids were actually running, you know, big, giant $100,000 pieces of farm equipment at 8 and 9 years old. And they were driving it and tilling the fields and things, which to me is mind blowing, but really impressive. They're outdoing all others. There aren't any other 9-year-old kids in their class driving farm equipment, right? I don't know, what grade is that? Second, third grade? That's amazing. So we can, that's another possible origin and a meaning of to beat the band. So my question for you is, are you beating the band? Are you serving your market? And it's not about, it can be about competition, but are you serving the people that you want to serve on continually improving basis to the best of your ability? Are you being innovative? Are you getting their attention? Are you providing them with quick turnaround, quick service? Are you giving them a great experience so that they know that you are the go-to person no matter what, no matter who comes up on the market? Unless they come up with something extremely new and innovative, your people aren't going anywhere. Is that the level at which you're serving your customers, the people that you want to serve? And if not, why not? And maybe there's good reasons, but always ask yourself the questions so that you're making sure that you're considering all the aspects and all the possibilities. So how you play the game, I guess my other thought on the whole beating the band thing is that how we play the game and the journey that we're on as we're creating and building our businesses and hopefully changing the world in positive ways is more important than the actual destination. Then do we win? Do we beat the competition? The winning, the trophy, the certification, the awards aren't anywhere near as important as how and who we're becoming and how we're serving people along the way. At least that's my belief. You know, I believe cheaters never win and winners don't have to cheat. They just be themselves and they keep doing and serving people, and that's how they win. We all live on this roller coaster of performance, right? And experiences. We have ups and we have downs. We have ups and we have downs. We all have successes and we all have failures. And it's the failures, it's not seeing them as failures, but realizing that they're stepping stones. And stepping stones are not our competition or other people. Stepping stones are our own way to add value to the world and to the market. Again, my opinion. So that is our beat the band discussion. I would love to know your experience with this particular idiom or expression. Have you ever been in a band? I'm just kind of curious. I have never been in a band, not musical at all. I struggled enough with piano lessons throughout my youth. So I think I tried playing drums and my family made me practice in the barn for a couple of years, but I gave that up as I got more interested in horses and boys and things like that as a teenager. So curious, have you ever been in a band? Have you ever known anyone in a band? Have you ever beat the band? And if so, how do you today, right now, beat the band? How are you getting more attention, being more noisy, being more exciting, making more commotion? How are you being quicker to serve your customers or market, or serving them better than anyone else? How are you outdoing all the other players in your field, in your industry, to serve your little sliver of the market better than anyone else? That's it. That's our idiom for today. I will be with you tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day here in the United States, with another interesting idiom. Where does it come from? What does it mean? And how might you use it in your business right now? Have an amazing day.